Hello class 8 students. Today in continuation of chapter reproduction, we will cover some topics. Fertilization in different organisms. Second one, unisexual and bisexual organism, we will give some concept. And third one, reproduction in human. But here in reproduction in human, you will find female reproductive system, male reproductive system, fertilization and embryo development. But today amongst these four topics, we will cover only and only female reproductive system. Now we will start from first topic. Organisms are broadly divided in two categories. First one is unisexual and second one is bisexual on the basis of presence of reproductive organs. When only one sex organ, either male reproductive organ or female reproductive organ is present, then individual is called unisexual. You can see here definition also. Male and female reproductive organs are present in two different individuals. Its example, human being, cow, dogs, etc. But there are some individuals also present in our surrounding in which are sexually reproducing, but both the sex organs are present in same body. Such individuals are also called bisexual or hermaphrodite. Its definition is also given here. Male and female reproductive organs are present in same body or same individual. Its best example is earthworm. It is very familiar to us. Now we will see what happens in sexual reproduction. In sexual reproduction, reproductive organs play its main role. Actually, sex cell formation occurs in reproductive organs. With sex cell, you can see here, reproductive organs are of two types, testes and ovary. Testes is present in male body, whereas in female body, ovary is present. In testes, sperm, which is male sex cell, is found, whereas in ovary, female sex cell, which is also called ovum, is found. After that, what happens? Fertilization occurs. That means in fertilization, fusion of sperm and ovum occurs so that a single celled zygote can be formed. Each and every life in sexually reproducing organism begins from single cell stage, which is called a zygote. What happens after the formation of zygote? Zygote undergoes repeated cell division, growth and differentiation. And in this way, this zygote is transformed first into fetus, then into baby. An entire phase is called embryonic development. And in this way, when baby is fully grown, it is delivered, and then on earth it undergoes growth and development. Now we will see different types of fertilization in different group of organisms. It can broadly be divided in two headings: external fertilization and internal fertilization. What is the difference between these two? Here is differences are written. You can see one by one. First one, when fertilization occurs outside the body of female, it is called external fertilization. Whereas when fertilization fertilization occurs inside the body of female. It is called internal fertilization. Usually, a large number of gametes are released in the surrounding medium. That surrounding medium, in most of the cases, it is water. But in case of internal fertilization, male gametes are released inside the body of a female by copulatory organ. Now come to the third point. Organisms that use external fertilization to reproduce must live in water or return to the water for reproduction. That means that organisms in most of the cases are aquatic. But when we see internal fertilization, we find that animals that have internal fertilization have completely transitioned to life on land. That means they are terrestrial organism. Now come to fourth point. In fourth point, you can see since male gametes are released in water, that's why most of the gametes, there is a possibility to destroy most of the gametes. That's why there is a chance of fertilization in water is generally less. Hence, a large number of gametes are produced. But in case of internal fertilization, as if egg is released and male gametes will be available, in this condition, fertilization chance of fertilization is maximum. That's why the number of gametes produced in this mode is relatively less. You can see in which type of vertebrates external fertilization is present, fish and amphibians. Whereas in case of internal fertilization, you can see in reptiles, birds and mammals. Now, why fertilization is essential? You will see this. Now you will see why fertilization is essential. Fertilization is essential. Why? The process of fertilization helps in restoring the total number of chromosomes present in an organism, and this allows